you saw what happened. Jerome had to go against somebody who didn't know how to squabble.
Teach a man how to squabble. Get that trigger next time, nigga.
And, you know, the other guy saw his man getting his ass whooped and he about to pull out.
Back the fuck up.
Louie already got the strap on the dude. Like, hey, let them handle this one-on-one. So what's up, folks? Quick idea, or, you know, I know I recently just did the Ozark final season, but after I did that, it got me to thinking, you know, especially with Wendy Bird's character, who's played by Laura Linney, and she did a phenomenal job. You know you're doing a phenomenal job when the actual character of that actor is one of the most disliked characters on the show. Not the actor. Don't hate on Laura Linney, but Wendy Bird, the fictional character, has to be one of the most disliked characters in a drama like that, in my opinion. And she's supposed to be the, I wouldn't say protagonist, but she's, you know, part of the main character group, you know? So, nevertheless, she did a great job. But it got me thinking, as I mentioned, like, hypothetically speaking, in this fictional question, you know, would you rather be Jerome from Snowfall with, you know, Louie as your partner, or would you rather be a Marty Bird with a Wendy Bird as your partner? Reason why I ask, because I feel like there's a lot of similarities and some differences between Louie and Wendy. For example, Louie and Wendy, no matter how you think about their characters, they're both very smart. They're both very smart. They both, you know, I feel like they both feel the need to kind of go above and beyond because they're women in this male-dominated, you know, drug trade, whether it's working for the cartels, whether it's, you know, Louie doing her thing in LA, you know, with the crack cocaine in the 80s. I just feel like, you know, they're both smart. They both have to go above and beyond to show their worth, to show that they're just as gritty as some of the men. I totally get that. But at the same time, they both can be wild cards and can just start a lot of shit, man. So let's go with the tail of the tape, right? Like we start off with Louie. As I mentioned, a quick background on Louie. You know, she's married to Jerome. You know, Franklin is the one who put Louie and Jerome on in the first place. You know, this and the third. And, you know, if you think about it, Louie really, at one point, was the glue to the whole crew. You know, she was the one holding it down when Franklin went to jail. She's the one that reached out to Teddy to see about, you know, pulling some strings to get Franklin out of jail, stuff like that. You know, she was the one she was kind of the brains behind Jerome's, you know, brawn, you know, so she had a lot of good qualities, but it felt like the moment that she was like, forget all that, you know, me and Jerome want to go solo, that's when she started to, you know, lean towards that disliked character. Maybe not as much as Wendy, but kind of on that disliked character thing, just like Wendy Bird. When you do the tail of the tape of Wendy, just in my opinion, just a total loose cannon, to the point where she's checking herself into a behavioral center, you know, because she feels like she's losing her shit. Once again, just as smart, over the top, but I feel like she's just a wild card all around. She's been the wild card from season 1 to season 4, making decisions behind Marty's back at times. Oh yeah, and just to backtrack, Louie clearly making decisions behind Franklin, which is what made her so dislikable, in my opinion. Went behind Franklin's back to talk to Teddy about getting her own drugs. Anyway, but that's just really it. This is gonna be a short video, just more so just to see what you think. I'll go first, I suppose. I think I would more likely be in a situation where I'm a Jerome and I have a Louie by my side. I felt like Wendy was too much, man. Like Wendy would just did some shit that was too extra. I mean, when you just go from the laundry list of wild shit she did, I mean, you know, she did admit that she's the reason why her brother is killed in the first place. Yes, Ruth is the one that got Ben. Ruth is the one who got Ben out of that behavioral, you know, hospital center or whatever. But it was Wendy Bird who asked her brother to stay in the first place, knowing that her brother had mental issues, knowing her brother could have outbursts like that and just blow some shit up, which, you know, predictably he did. So yeah, I just felt like Wendy has a lot more of just that wild card rogue factor that could mess around and really get you messed up. So me, just for me, I think I'd rather, you know, have a Louie by my side who's played by Angela Lewis, who did a great job. I feel like Louie is not afraid to catch a body. You know, she ended up having to kill Claudia in the early seasons, who was like her former lover, this and the third. And when Kane was doing drive-bys on everybody, even though she didn't kill anybody, Louie ain't afraid to bust back with that gun. You know, I don't know about when. I can't recall if Wendy ever was in a situation where she needed to use a gun, but I don't see Wendy having the willingness to catch a body. Granted, you know, Marty and Wendy have access to the funeral where they could burn bodies and all that, but I don't see Wendy try to catch a body. I think Louie don't mind catching a body. And also, like, I think I would rather have a Louie because you saw what happened. Jerome had to go against somebody who didn't know how to squabble.
Teach a man how to squabble. Get that trigger next time, nigga.
And, you know, the other guy saw his man getting his ass whooped and he about to pull out.
Back the fuck up.
Louie already got the strap on the dude. Like, hey, let them handle this one-on-one. I would much more rather ride with Louie by my side than a Wendy by my side. So just let me know what you think. Would you rather have a Wendy by your side or a Louie by your side? Just curious. Thanks for watching. This is just my opinion. Peace.